Greetings, YouTube! Danny Staten here on the Daily Damn Blog. I love saying that. Today we're going to be taking a look at The Walking Dead. And I can't wait to bust into this Walking Dead comic book. Check it out. It's a #1 from 2013. And even way back in 2013, if you wanted a Walking Dead comic book from Image Comics, that son bitch cost you $5.99. In today's money, that's like $18. Wow. Then check it out. That is a full cover review of The Walking Dead, #1. Oh, I'm proud of that. The #1 edition. You know, I did other Walking Dead comic books. You can see them here in the playlist on the Daily Dan blog under Rare Comic Books. I did a couple of Walking Dead comic books. I did a really early edition, which I did in black and white, which really sucked. And then I did a later edition from this series. But to have the first one, you know, you're going to be rolling into some good, familiar territory. I can't wait to check this one out. But before we do all that, let's take a look back and check out some Walking Dead trailer for the first season, which this comic book is based on. That ought to be cool, huh?
Maybe we'll get on one of them video shows, you know, like World's Craziest Police Chases. What do you think? Holy shit. Good! Put it down! Put it down! Wait! No. He's hurt! You get that ambulance down here, you tell him there's an officer down, you do it now! This is real.
Mister, you even know what's going on? I woke up today in the hospital, and that's all I know. Things got crazy, and you won't believe the panic. The streets weren't fit to be on. I know how they must sound. The dead people, the walkers. Don't you get mad?
My wife and son, they're alive.
They're in Atlanta.
Why there?
Refugee center. Huge one, they said, before the broadcast stopped. Military protection, food, shelter.
Broadcasting on emergency channel. We'll be approaching Atlanta on Highway 85. Anybody out there? Anybody hears me? Please respond.
Listen, one thing. It may not seem like much one at a time, but in a group all riled up and hungry, and you watch your ass. All I am anymore is a man looking for his wife and son.
Oh, God, YouTube, I am so blind after being in the dark making that little trailer on here. Ah, okay, so now that we had a flashback and we took a look back at The Walking Dead and we know what to expect, let's bust this comic book open and have a look inside, shall we? Shall we? And on the inside cover, we find a list of people to blame if we do not enjoy this comic book. And as you can see, as I stated before, it's a 2013 edition. And it starts off just like in the trailer we just saw with a police chase coming on down the road with this goofy bastard here is going to shoot at the police. And look how they got him dressed in the white shirts. They look brown in the trailer I just saw. But oh, well, anyway, they get in a big gunfight. In the first page, Rick, they got shot. He got shot through and through. And in full, beautiful panels, presented to you by the Daily Dan blog. We get to see Rick laying up in the hospital bed. Oh, goddamn, we remember that, don't we? We get to see all that crap with one line. This is the only word in the whole damn thing. I love this. You get gasp and nurse. And Rick's running out. He fell on the floor. Look, Rick found his clothes. He found his clothes with a bullet hole in that shit. Wouldn't you think that would have been took into evidence? And the saga continues. Rick wakes up in the hospital. He bumps around the hospital. He finds some dead bodies. This ain't gonna take long to review this comic book, I don't think. I remember that scene where he fell and almost French kissed that dead guy. Anyway, Rick be bobbling through the hospital trying to find his way out. I think that took a little bit longer than it did in the actual TV series. Oh, snap! We got some shit! Look at this guy, look like Michael Marone, the zombie Marone here. Oh, we get some stuff we just did not happen in the TV series. In the hospital, Rick runs into the undead. They have a little scuffle. Rick barely gets away as he falls down the stairs and breaks one's head completely off. Now, that did not happen in the TV show, and there's that word I love, whoop. Now, that did not happen in the TV show, or that just happened in the comic book. Wow, that's a trip. Yeah, YouTube, that just kind of threw me for a loop right there because you got all this stuff that did not happen in the TV show happening in this comic book. Anyway, Rick gets to the parking lot garage in the hospital, and look, there ain't even no word right in there. It just says, "Oh." And then you get like another one-liner. And he can't find a car that's open, so he walks on down out the hospital, and he starts that long walk home to try to figure out what the hell's going on. Look, there he finds that gas. He finds that dead boy on the side of the road. He got hit on that bicycle, I think. I bet his name was Harold. As the thing on the side of the road goes, that kind of freaked Rick out. I think Rick about to throw up. He got a big tear running down his eye and shit. Yeah, like you remember that scene from the TV show, right? The big tear running down there. Anyway, Rick rolls on and decides to take that bicycle for a ride. He gets on that bicycle and rolls on down the road. As he rolls off down the road towards another panel. So YouTube, if you think I'm telling this story too fast, let me know in the comments below. I'm trying to go fast because this is a really thick book. Yeah, it's real thick. Anyway, Rick rolls his bicycle onto the house. Oh my goodness, I found the house, but all his family and everybody else is done. There's a good picture of him on the wall. Ricky's ugly wife and his retarded ass kid. No, I didn't say that. Anyway, Rick's all upset. So he goes house to house, checking a check around, and then, oh, wham! That's where he got hit in the head with that damn shovel. Hey, didn't I see this in black and white once? Yeah, kablang! Wonk, 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 wonk. Yeah, YouTube, what a bummer. Rick done got knocked out by Yoshi and his dad. Yoshi and his dad, and that's who I'm going to call these guys for my own personal reasons. And if you know me, you know. That's right. If you know me, you know why I'm calling this kid Yoshi, and you're calling this kid Yoshi's dad. And that's an inside joke for the fans of the Matt Crossy live stream. You're going to have to come over there and check it out to find out why. Anyway, Yoshi and his dad done bust Rick up, take Rick hostage, and go through the story of filling Rick in on the whole dead coming back to life, Walking Dead scenario thing. Yeah, YouTube, they sitting by the fire, having a nice little moment with Yoshi and his dad, as Yoshi's dad fills Rick in on all the horrors of the Walking Dead. That's right, you'll see me in season 5. Anyway, he talks to Rick, and they decide to go down to the police station. Remember this famous scene where they go into the police station and loot it for all the cool guns. That's them bags of guns that he had when he finally get to the city, which probably won't happen in this comic book. Oh my God. So in full illustrious panels brought to you by the Daily Dan blog, this awesomely drawn. I give credit where credit's due. The art in this comic book is off the fucking chain. I like it. It's all in color. Rick getting all upset. Rick found his old gun. It's got only a little tad of gloss to the page, and that's just enough to make it look old school and still keep it modernized. As Yoshi Dad said, "Can I get one of them guns so I can shoot the undead too?" Yeah, they all gonna get some guns as they break into the armory. Yeah, Yoshi's dad grabs a gun. Yoshi's lucky he don't shoot him in the head because Yoshi's an irritating little fucker with his sharpened teeth. Anyway, so Rick says, "I got my guns. I got to head off to town. I'm going to Atlanta. There's a new sheriff in town." But in full panels, brought to you by the Daily Dan blog, we got to finish up our shenanigans here at the police station. You know, where we all go out, break it out, get out some cars, some car keys. Rick saying his goodbye to Doofusy, Yoshi's dad, and Yoshi. They find one of them walkers that used to be a convict or something, and Rick says, "This is going to be my first one," and he blows Rudolph's head completely off, shot him in the eye. Bang! Oh, I love this comic book. I really do, YouTube. So he says goodbye to Yoshi's dad. Yoshi's dad looked like he want to give him a fucking kiss. That explains a lot about Yoshi's dad. Anyway, so Rick says goodbye to Yoshi and his dad, locks the place up, leaves Yoshi and his dad on his own, and Rick head off down the highway to hell. That's right, the highway to Atlanta. He rolls through some small towns. He rolls through some country. He stops on the side of the road to take a piss. He can't even stop on the side of the road to take a piss without some old lady zombie laying in the bushes going, yak, yak, I'm gonna suck it, yak, yak. Blam! Blam! Yeah, that's the way that little saga's gonna end. Rick put a cap in the old lady's skull, right between the damn eyes. Check that out, YouTube. Yeah, he blowed her away, then Rick turned around, get back in his car, and drive off down the road towards Atlanta. In a little while, he runs out of gas and gets a horse, and what? Oh my God! No! Well, I guess that's about the end for all the art and the story in this comic book. Now let's see what we can find over here on the back page. They put some. Well, you can pause it and read whatever the hell this says. And we're going to continue the story novel form. What the fuck? Oh my God! Now we're going to get a little black and white. What if Rick's wife had lived scenario? This is the what if. So Rick don't get shot. He's sitting at home when the shit breaks out. He's with the family. They make plans. There's a zombie at the door. Zombie tries to get in. Rick and the zombie fight. Rick winds up blowing his brains out. His wife's all upset about it. Blam, blam, blam. Novelization. We're going to explain what we did here. Who cares? Anyway, they explain it. This is just a little thing that shows what happened if Rick and his family had made it. If Rick had been with his family when this Walking Dead thing started. I don't even like this. I think that's just fucking stupid. And then you're going to get the novelized story of what we just saw in comic form, yeah? Because everybody wants to read like a little story about the comic book they just read. Hell, you know, most of the people reading comic books probably can't get through the one-liners you put in here. And we get page after page of these freaking story. You can pause it and read it if you want to. The Daily Dan will not be doing that. I'm not reading this long-ass story. I just had to sit through the goddamn comic book. Oh, that's annoying enough. Oh my God, these motherfuckers put a novel in the back of this sumbitch. You know, y'all could have put a whole rest of the story in this comic book if you hadn't did this bullshit right here, where you're just gonna tell the story we just read in greater in depth and detail. And it just goes on, I swear to God, YouTube, like 9 pages so far, 10 pages of this. Oh, it's a goddamn script almost of what they're saying to each other and talking about when Negan comes up. Swear to God, they're talking about Negan and the King of the Hill down there. What was that guy's name? Ezekiel or something? The Lion King. Remember the Lion King? So really, they're just laying out the whole rest of the story in this comic book in case 2013, when you bought this comic book, you'd have been lucky because you'd have found out by reading this garbage about all the stuff coming up in the next 5 seasons. I could have bought this comic book in 2013 and saved myself some TV time because they actually covered a part from the very first episode all the way up to this goddamn Lion King Jesus motherfucker showing up. Oh my God. Oh, have you been reading along? I hope not, for your own sake. And it just runs through things that could happen or that's going to happen and what actually wound up happening. I didn't see the part where Captain Picard showed up, but I'm sure that's coming up later on because they done everything else on The Walking Dead. And finally, I've made it to the back cover of The Walking Dead, #1. Oh my God. More reading. And then you get a goddamn commercial for The Walking Dead Assault video game, which I'm sure was awesome. I never got to play it, but I bet it was cool. And on the back cover, of course, you get a Walking Dead, whatever the fuck this is, .com commercial. Yeah, where you can learn all about The Walking Dead because they promote their stuff in their comic book. Yeah, YouTube, that's my look at Walking Dead, #1 from 2013. I really enjoyed the art in this book. It was drawed great. Too bad they had to finish the last 10 pages off with a bunch of fucking futuristic novelization bullshit that nobody reading the comic book probably wanted to see. But it was a great art and it was a great story. We know the story's wonderful because it's The Walking Dead. I hope you enjoyed my little look at it. And be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Be sure to check out my friend Pat McCormick at the Golden Rage of TV. Be sure to check out my friend Dave Sunstorm because he does the good stuff. You know, Dave's cool and Thrash Pondo. Let me tell you about Thrash Pondo. Hell, we'll be doing something in the near future.
Thrash Pondo here, and I'm bringing you new content, which is in effect going to be explaining why I'm not bringing you new content. Permit me to elaborate. Here's the situation. It was school vacation week this week, and, well, the week kind of got away from me. But what I would like to do is take this opportunity to share with you some upcoming stuff coming down the pike that I'm sure you folks might like. One of the big things is I've been invited to join Mr. David Sundstrom on his channel. I believe the actual date is going to be on the May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, and we're going to have a surprise topic of discussion, which I can't wait to be a part of. Additionally, I am working with Mr. Denny Staten from Dan's Daily Blog and others, and we're compiling a first-time collaboration, which will also be a surprise, but little secret, it has something to do with cryptozoology. Big surprise there. Additionally, I know a lot of you folks out there have made requests that I do post on various topics. Those are also in the works in a particular order. Oh, and one thing while I have you, I've been getting a certain amount of feedback on my last post, which involved the top 10 list of things people in the service industry find irritating. Opinion has also been divided. Some people want more examples. Some of you would actually like me to take an example and expand on that. As you've probably deduced by this stage, I have anecdotes on it.
So, YouTube, with all that being said, this is Danny Staten on the Danny Dan blog. Thank you for joining me. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that silly little bell. Be sure to check out Dave Sunstorm, Pat McCormick at the Golden Ranger TV, and my friend Thrash Pondo Ponds, where you can see our upcoming show. And until next time, this is Danny Staten saying blog over, dudes. Blog over.